Howdy YouTube, just wanted to make a video talking about charms. Also going to be doing a few rolls on my current charm here. See if we can get any upgrades. Let me know down in the comments below. You still rolling charms? You selling them on the market? And also, what's the highest percentage roll on a charm you've gotten? So personally, the way I like to spec out my charms with the skills I'll be using in PvP, it'll help further optimize the build. And in PvE, your damage numbers are heavily weighted off of your combat rating. So first and foremost, I prioritize the primary attack skill, then second highest damage skill, so on and so forth, right? One easy way you can check is you come over here to Westmarch, the dummy, and you just go ahead and start wailing on them. Make sure you have your PvP spec on, get your gear all sorted, situated, right? And then just go ahead and warm up a bit. Now you hit this little breakdown tab right here. You can see the damage log. You can see what skills are actually doing the most amount of damage. It's a great way to increase your total damage as long as you're picking the right skills, right? So a skill like Daring Swing, as you can see, is not doing too much damage for me. So this isn't something I'm gonna prioritize at all in comparison to like explosive, multi-shot, and knockback shot. But through and through, the charms themselves will be giving you damage increases even in BGs. These numbers are not strifed. This is kind of really important, especially if you're trying to push your build to get these charm rolls up. About 4 or 5 months ago, I was able to get this nice 10% roll in this multi-shot. So today I'm trying to upgrade Explosive Arrow, Strafe, and then buff, if we can, the damage of crossbow shot. Going to the market here, you can see my current purchases of late. I've been trying to get these skill stones at about 1,000, around 1,000 or under, if I can. Some of them are cheaper, right? Some of them are not so cheap, just depending on kind of the time frame of when you end up picking them up, because some skills are a bit more of a hot commodity than others. But setting a price threshold will definitely help keep as much plat in your pocket and not expendituring too much on stuff that you don't end up needing. So we're actually going to travel over here and look at what we can increase here. Also, if you guys aren't, please go ahead and drop the Twitch a follow. We are streaming live right now. See your faces over here. Twitch.tv/American_. Yeah, we're gonna give these a roll here. We'll start with the crossbow shot, because I have quite a few of these. Strafes, crossbow. We're just going to be rolling all of these, see what we get. If we get any increases, great. If not, no biggie. And like I said, the benefit is these in PvP, or especially BGs, are unstrifed, so this damage is actually going to be very influential. Especially going head to head. You know, having a 2% compared to 6% obviously is going to be a lot better. Not gotten very lucky, so you end up getting a 6% for a skill we're not using, which will happen quite often. Just kind of the RNG gambling aspect of it, but like I said, as long as you set yourself with a smaller price threshold, you shouldn't be wasting too much plat. You can kind of keep more of a control on what you want to get for what price point. These crossbows we have, but we've got a few more hopefully. If we can get lucky, we've only gotten that 2% initially. Oh, there we hit right there, another 2%. Not gonna be better than the one we currently have. Like I said, going for a lower price threshold means I'm not really wasting too much. I mean, Yeah, it does suck going about 1,000 per stone, but you know, if you do end up hitting that nice, like, I don't know, higher end 6% to 8-10%, it's really gonna make a big difference. Not getting too lucky here, unfortunately, with the crossbows, and I think that might be about it. We got one more here. And as you can see, a lot of the other times we're getting skills that we don't use and aren't even for our class, getting higher rolls, but the goal is hopefully get that crossbow upgrade. I think that's it for the crossbows. Now we're gonna end up going with explosive arrow, I believe. Yeah, we'll go with explosive arrow here. Now any roll on this explosive arrow would be an upgrade for us because we only got a 2% vengeance, and we're actually going to be replacing that with hopefully an explosive arrow upgrade. I do have a bagged vengeance stone we could try and roll, but really wanting to get this explosive arrow upgrade instead of this vengeance, because 2%, you know, is nice, but it's not really doing too much for us in the grand scheme. There we go. Okay, we'll replace that for right now. Nice. I mean, 2% is nice. Like I said, it's not what we're exactly looking for, but we want to see if we can get that a little higher. Do we have any more, though? It doesn't seem like we have any more. Alright, so now here comes the big rolls here for Strafe. And with some of the new essences for DH, Strafe's been a bit more meta nowadays, so okay with rolling off this 4% impale. It's not really going to be too influential, especially if I'm not going to be running impaled that much, so I'd much rather have the Strafe percent that we hit right there. We'll take the 2% damage. Alright, so we got 2% rolls. Let's see if we can buff this a little bit. We got 3 more to go here. Back rolls there. Usually after something like that, it really doesn't bode too well if we're gonna hit, but let's see if we can pull that RNG. There we go, we got 4%. Alright, so not too bad, right? We just kind of swapped our charm out in the long run, right? We keep the same crossbow. We swapped Strafe for Impale, 4% from Impale to 4% Strafe, and then Explosive Arrow from, was that Vengeance 2%? I think that's it, we're all out. No stones, so yeah, not too bad of rolls here, guys. And same crossbow, 4% Strafe, 6% knockback. I did, like I said, had gotten really lucky with that 10% multi-shot a couple months ago, and then we had an extra 2% on our explosive, so nothing too crazy, but like I said, setting yourself a price threshold, you know, I don't think I really went too crazy. I mean, you can see here we could do math and whatnot, but not too expensive, right? Keeping about 1,000, 1,100, 1,300 the highest right here. Man, that's on an explosive arrow roll. I mean, in the grand scheme, right, nothing too insane, but it is going to be an upgrade, especially when we start going into BGs with more of Strafe builds. So, again, just wanted to give my insight. Hopefully helped you guys out. If you guys got any questions, please don't be afraid to ask in the comments. But yeah, that'll be it for me. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you. Catch you next time.